Welcome to Chewing the Cud with Mike Benyon-Rowe and Lee Robertson.
I said, what kind of wears Crocs with socks? Oh, hello. Welcome to Chewing the Cud. What have you got for us this week, Lee?
I feel very attacked right now.
Why do you feel?
I'm not sharing that information. So today I have a story about a celebrity who's launching their own range of ice cream. And we're also going to do something very exciting in Crafty Queens later on.
Don't believe that for a second. And we even have a game that you can join along with as well. On screen now you can see our social media. Just search for @thecudtv on all the usual channels.
And as the names of people who have commented on our social media scroll along the bottom of the screen, it's time to go over to Mike and the buzz.
How do you feel about a zoo?
I have mixed feelings about zoos.
Okay.
Because on the one hand, I enjoy a zoo. And on the other hand, I'm like, it's not really fair. It depends on the zoo.
Okay.
The environment, how the enclosures are.
Right. So whether it's for conservation or entertainment.
Yes.
That sort of thing, where the focus is. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. A lot of really ethical zoos out there, and some not some ethical zoos. Yeah. Well, this is a story about a zoo in China.
Okay.
Okay. That has come under some scrutiny recently, as people believe one of their bears is actually a person in a bear suit.
Okay.
So yeah, because this bear in the Hang Sung suit, why are you chuckling? why are you giggling?
What's that?
Well, that's its paw.
Is it a paw?
It's its paw.
Are you sure?
I'm sure it's its paw.
Okay.
You thought it was a bear penis, didn't you?
I thought it was a bear penis, and it was going, look at my penis!
That's why people thought it was a person.
Yes, yeah.
No, it's the Hang Sung Zoo in China.
Okay.
Okay. And it's a sun bear.
Right, okay.
Which is native to Malaysia.
Right.
And it's been seen stood up and waving at people.
Okay.
And so people thought, well, that must be a person in a bear suit, because bears don't naturally stand up.
No. Okay.
Okay. But the zoo is saying, yes, it is definitely a bear. They do stand up on the hind legs in nature, and they do.
You see, that it is giving me real bear. That is giving me costume ruched up.
Just because it's got a very flat bottom.
Yeah. It's very... do you remember that advert for... Was it Kit Kat? Where the
pandas.
With the pandas. Yeah, it's giving me a bit of those vibes.
Yeah. Well, some bears do stand up on the hind legs, right?
Okay.
And what they're doing, waving, right? They're just stood up doing this. They're not actually going, I love.
Okay. Is that not a bit of a concerning behaviour then? Is that not a stress behaviour?
They do that in nature when they don't want to look at things, because they're like...
Stand up and look. Okay.
With one look, they can, break a heart.
Oh, okay. To be fair, I can imagine that... Where is this from? China. I can imagine that's something that they would do.
It's more like it's been animatronic bear.
Yeah, like if like the big attraction is like a gorilla that they've had for like hundreds of years, not hundreds of years, but like a long time, and it suddenly dies, and then they go, oh, Christ, what are we going to do?
If it's hundreds of years, it's not suddenly died. It's been dying for a very long time.
Well, I'll just put that monkey suit on till we can work out how to tell people that it's died.
Sorry, I've just got this image of someone going, oh no, the big gorilla's just died. What are you going to do? Dave, get in.
Yeah, just
warm and squishy, don't care.
Just out there reading a book.
I could have to dance and move.
Well, yeah.
A bear reading a book is definitely a huge...
Is a giveaway. Yeah.
Having a fag and a cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like it's shouting.
They have insanely large tongues, some bears.
Do they?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, cute. And a little bit weird at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, there's other bears, you see Paddington bear. No one's freaking out about that.
That's not a real one though, is it, Mike? It's a real bear. It's a pretend one. I like...
Why would you say that?
Because it is true, Mike. It's not real. Like Rupert. It's not real. Winnie. Not real. Fake. Pretend. I like those...
You're a horrible person, you know that.
I don't care. I like the little ones that live in the trees.
Koalas?
No, they're red with a little white face.
Red bears?
Yes, they're really cute. They don't stand up there. They're small.
Maybe they do stand up. You can't tell.
You just can't see them.
It's just, they're in a tree.
Yeah.
Maybe they're very athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on slightly.
Okay.
Okay. When you need to go to the toilet.
Yes.
And I love the way that you stopped smiling and went very serious. Yes. What do it? Okay. And you're in a place where you wouldn't normally poop, like a new partner's place or.
Okay.
It's like a mic. Like maybe a new partner's place or like distant family members. You don't necessarily want to make a mess in the loo.
Make a mess? You're going to do shit all over the floor.
I don't. Well, you might.
No.
Oh, is that chocolate one?
Write your name on the tiles in shit.
Dirty protest.
I had a nice time, thank you.
Clean your bug, Marjorie. It's disgusting. Well, a TikToker has come up with a great way of discreetly pooping in a new partner's place.
Okay.
So yeah, she's got a strategy.
Does she put loads of toilet paper down so it doesn't make a splash?
That's part of it. It's about the noise, but it's also about the smell as well.
You just get some poo fume and spray it first.
Poo fume?
Yeah, it's brand. Poo fume.
We're not affiliated with those at all, though, are we?
No, but
No.
but that kind of, you can get these little atomizers that have a scent in them that you spray on the water, so that when your turd hits it, it doesn't, stink.
So as part of that whole going to the, putting lots of paper down bit, she's first of all says she's going for a quick shower.
Do you know what? They know. People know you're going for a shit.
Because you're there clenching going, oh no.
Well, I'm just going for a shower.
No, so she turns the shower on, right? And that's when she does the doing.
Okay.
Okay, because the shower noise stops you, the splashy noises.
How loud must her turds be then if she has to turn the shower on?
Maybe she has a very sloppy one.
Well,
right. But then she says then going in the shower and then obviously using lots of fragrances and stuff and body washes helps to cover up the smell.
do you know, you get to a certain point in your life and if you need a crap, you need a crap. You just have to go.
I was going to say, that's why you always put a towel down. Just saying. Because, sometimes you don't get all the douche water.
Gross. Everybody craps.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. Everybody wheezes. Everybody trumps. Granted, you don't necessarily, if it's your first stay over, you don't necessarily want to kind of give them.
Dutch oven them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm going wrong.
Yeah, possibly.
It's like going, oh no, smell that.
Yeah, and. Yeah.
What were you about to say then?
Does she flush it or does she take it home with her?
No, she flushes it.
She flushes it.
Kind of weirdo would take a poo home with them in a green plastic bag.
I don't know.
After having a shit in the shower.
I don't know, Mike. Shall we move on to the next one?
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Well, before we do, we'd like to remind you that if you've shat in the shower and taken it home in a green plastic bag because you're embarrassed, you could also watch the episode on the bottom of the screen now. But you could also get in touch with us at the Cud TV. And that brings us nicely to our story of the week. Now, this is a story about a local council who have spent £100,000 fixing a glory hole.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because it was broken.
Are we, when you're referring to glory hole, are you meaning the glory hole as in where somebody sticks their penis through a hole in the toilet wall and somebody else goes yum, 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 yum on the other side? Like Pac-Man, yum, 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 yum on it. Is that what you're referring to? Or are you referring to a hole in the road that some people call those glory holes? What are you laughing at?
You've never frequented a glory hole.
I've never needed to frequent a glory hole.
Oh, I'm not getting it out. It smells in there.
I mean, can you imagine?
Can I imagine a glory
if that girl just needed to go to a toilet, in a public toilet, and she's just sat there and a cock pops through the side of the wall, she'd have an epileptic fit, wouldn't she? Not planned for that. Squirting it with a poo fume.
That's tickled you, that, hasn't it?
Do you know, the more I think about what a glory hole is, the more bizarre it is,
really,
isn't it? It's just a really weird concept.
I don't understand them personally. I much prefer to see their face. Bit of eye contact. You've just got an image of me sucking dick now.
No, you looking through the glory hole going, hello. Oh, my eye.
Hello.
Tap, 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 tap. I can imagine back in the day when homosexuality was not legal, I can understand then.
Why?
Because people, they have needs and stuff.
Sucking a dick. It's not making it less illegal. Just because you throw a bit of a toilet wall.
And we've had this conversation before about, is there a female equivalent to a glory hole, a vag hole?
It's still a glory hole.
It's still a glory hole.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, let's
this
go
is
on
the
to the
road
story.
one. So it's in Lincoln.
Okay.
And it's a footpath space in the road.
Okay.
Which originally it was planned to just cost a couple of £1,000s, but because it's over a canal, so they've had to get specialist divers in and floating equipment and things, so the cost has skyrocketed.
So nobody's sticking the dick in there?
Well, they could do.
Okay.
It's
just to clarify that is not...
it's not a toilet door.
No.
Or a toilet wall.
Because where would you... You'd have to... If you were going to... You'd have to get in the water. kind of position yourself there. Perhaps straight your penis on the side there, waiting for people to walk past.
You lie down with your penis through a hole.
Oh.
And then somebody in scuba gear.
Yeah. Or a mermaid or a merman.
Out in your mind. But that's all from the buzz this week, thankfully.
Thank you very much for that. Did you know that Mike's glory hole is his letterbox in his door?
But stick around, because coming up next we have Lee in the showbiz. You're watching Chewing the Cud with Lee and Mike. Now let's get ready for all the showbiz doings with Lee.
So, celebrities, they like to endorse things, don't they? They like to create brands and sell them to people.
Candles.
Yes, indeed. Gwyneth. Yeah. Well, one celebrity has launched her own range of gelato. And do you know who this could be? This is amazing. Okay.
No, not gelato. Ice cream, yeah, I'd be all up for, but gelato, no.
It's gelato. It's Cher. She's launched her own gelato company. Do you know what it's called? Gelato.
Sounds like you pooed it out. The gelato shit.
So she's taken a churn back in time. Everyone's laughing at me here. Silence.
That's voices.
Yeah.
That's not people.
And she wishes that she would have launched it sooner. So in mid-July, she announced on Instagram that she'll be launching her own line of gelato. This is real. She assured her fans with a photograph showing the gelato van that is going to be driving around LA. Selling it.
She's not driving it.
No, she's not driving it. Can you imagine?
It's just she's put her face.
What do you want, bitches? She said, "Yeah, this is real. I'm launching my gelato." Cher wrote, "What? Watch out, LA!" And so the ice cream truck is going to be traveling around LA to different locations. Gelato truck.
Not ice cream.
No,
ice cream.
Gelato truck. Yeah. Throughout the summer months, so everyone can kind of and so it's not that she's just done the van and just stocked it. She's created her own range of treats. Okay. So you can go on the website gelato.com to kind of find out what they're stocking. But the flavours include the snap out of it kefir and cardamom ice cream. I don't know what kefir is. Kefir? Do we know what that is?
The flavour.
Is it a flavour? Yeah. She's got the breakfast at Cher's coffee and donuts ice cream that gets topped with an actual glazed donut.
Okay.
Which we've got here. Yum.
It's always a small donut.
Yeah, teeny weeny.
Because otherwise that's a huge.
Yeah.
In a gold cone.
Yeah. She's not doing things by halves. She's not giving you a bit of Mr. Whippy in an old cone.
I like a Mr. Whippy.
Yeah. And the chocolate XO Cher, which are just the start of a whole range of different things that she's going to be introducing. So she has a partner in this. She's not just thought about it herself.
Like she's eating that. That's just her quite clearly. Just I'm going to hold it back.
But you know what? There are many photographs on the web of shit. She likes ice cream and gelato. That she's always got a cone in her face.
Right, but is it in her face or is she holding it by her face?
Well, you know what, she can't get her mouth up that wide anymore. So she's just about. What happens is that tongue comes out like a chameleon's and goes and then sucks it back in.
I bet she doesn't eat it.
She does.
Because that looks very drippy.
Drippy.
That looks like it's been on that spoon for a little while. It's starting to melt.
You know. So she has a partner called Giappo Grezzoli, which is very Italian. So they've also come up with things like you can have SoCal's coldest avocado on toast, which features creamy avocados and crunchy breadcrumbs, plus a vegan creation called LA I Love You, which is made of vibrantly coloured pluots.
See, I rolled that hard then that hurt my face.
Oh. Dear, I would have a share ice cream.
A share ice cream, yeah, I get it, but like I'm making a vegan one. And
well, you have to because it's LA, isn't it? Everybody in LA is lactose intolerant.
Well,
I can't be near ice cream. It makes me poo my pants.
Then she's picking the wrong place to have her ice cream truck.
And you know that the areas that she'll be driving it round, or whoever is that driving it round, it'll be the gay areas of LA. So cones start about $8. The toppings are extra, which one would imagine. You can have an extra luxe experience and get an edible gold coin, an edible gold cone. Cone.
Try that word again.
Cone, you bitch. For $10 more.
What?
Yeah. So the cone is $10 plus the ice cream.
So you $18 just for a scoop of ice cream in a gold cup.
Yeah.
And then you want toppings on, and it's extra. How much are the toppings?
I would imagine probably you're talking about between $2 and $5 per topping.
$40 ice cream if you so wished.
People will buy that though. People will buy that. So it will be initially in Los Angeles, focusing on local ingredients. So she's going to source locally.
Cows.
Yeah.
Because cows are known for being in Los Angeles.
There are farms and stuff in the
Wandering
outskirts. We've partnered with local farmers and artisans who share our passion for quality and sustainability.
Okay.
I'm all for this.
I know you are.
Because, you know...
It's got Cher's face on it.
It's got Cher's face on it. If the only thing that would make it better would be the music that plays is Believe, but in really tinny ice cream thing, and it's a Cher looking like he's driving
it'd have to be Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves.
Okay. That's not appropriate anymore, though, is it?
Why not?
In this culture, you can't really accuse people of being a thief or a tramp. It's home impaired.
Home impaired.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're in LA and you spot
no one's watching this show in LA.
You never know. She's sat at home now eating an ice cream, going, "Oh wow, amazing." So there we go.
If she ever watches this show, she would sue you.
No, she wouldn't. She'd be grateful
for that act.
She would, yeah.
Every time you do it, whoa.
She would, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So, Big Brother is coming back. It's been rebooted and relaunched. It's coming back on ITV3 or ITVB or one of those channels. And so, the lead up to it, they've kind of been interviewing past Big Brother contestants.
Okay.
And can you believe it's 20 years since Nadia won her season of Big Brother? 20 years.
Oh, I can't believe it's 20 years.
So
that is.
There she's then winning Big Brother. She was the fifth. It was the fifth series, and for quite a lot of queer people, it was kind of the first time that they'd seen trans representation on TV. So it was a massive thing back in the day. Although she didn't particularly discuss her gender in the actual series, she was introduced as a trans woman, but she didn't go into great detail about it. When she came out of winning, she was, everyone, it was like an amazing, if you think...
Everyone loved it.
Everyone loved it. And everyone
was cheering and
what has
celebrating.
Happened
and in the past 20 years, we've had a government that's systemically pushed against the trans community because it's easier to victimise a group of people, to shy away from the shit show that they're causing the country. Anger.
But it's justifiable anger, though, isn't it? She said, I had to process the acceptance and love from the people, from the fans, and from the nation, both countries, Portugal and the UK. She said, almost 2 decades after winning Big Brother, she said, it's surreal that a trans woman was able to compete on and win such a high-profile TV show. without the kind of intense scrutiny that the media gives and politicians and society gives.
But I had to process all the love and joy compared to now having to process all the hatred.
Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it? It's you know, what she's saying is that what's happening now is really scary. She said that people who speak out against the trans community, like the Prime Minister, have children who could potentially grow up to be part of the LGBTQ plus community. So their words are now harming their own children. What they're saying now could affect their own kids.
Or worse, the kids don't grow up at all because they don't see a point in
She said when they look down at the children, put them to bed, that could be a non-binary person in the future, it could be a genderqueer person in the future. So you're not just harming us, you're harming your own children and the future generation. To be fair, you know, this is Nadia now. She doesn't kind of follow media and seeks to be on television. She retrained as a hairdresser, so she's quite happy with her life.
Cool.
She when she first was released from the prison that was Big Brother.
Yeah.
When she did all sorts of stuff. I have to say, I bought this single.
I can believe it.
She released a single. It was awful.
It was
It was dreadful. She did all sorts of stuff, but now she lives away from the spotlight. She trained as a hairdresser, lives in Surrey, and prefers life out of the spotlight. But she hopes that the new series is as accepting as it was when she was in there, which is great to know that she's doing really well.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her. Good for Nadia.
Yeah.
So, Jimbo recently won All Stars 8.
Okay.
And as they have to be nowadays, the contestants on Drag Race have to have like a business plan for what's going to happen afterwards. So they've got to so Trixie Mattel, makeup, records, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Motel.
Huh?
Motel.
Oh, a motel. I thought you said Motown. I was like, when did she buy Motown? Motel, yeah. There's fragrances. They all have something that they use. Now, Jimbo is in talks with a company in China to release his own range of breastplates.
Okay, because Jimbo is known for
his huge. Now they've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger as he's become more.
He can afford more silicone.
Famous.
Yeah.
So when they first appeared on Canada's Drag Race, they were relatively in proportion.
They were still large.
They were still large, but they weren't humongous. Now they're massive.
They're comic.
They're absolutely comical. Now, some people have said this could be, you know, it's a bit of a slur on women, kind of making fun of the female body, and he's kind of like said, really, look at them. I'm a clown. There is nothing that's based in reality there. So he's going over to China in September to see to a factory to see where they're made. There's a factory dedicated to false boobies.
Yeah.
And he's going to go meet them. He's going to go and talk about what is possible for the future. So it could be that in the future we could be seeing Jimbo branded fake boobies on shelves in shops. And that's the end of this week's Showbiz News.
Thank you for that, Lee. Always nice to see that there's someone else being a massive tit. Well, stick around because coming up next we have our quiz for Lee. You're watching Chewing the Cud. This week we're going to play a game of Describe It. And this one is for the conglomeration of glitter. It's Lee. So off you go.
Oh, God.
Age is a horrible thing.
Game of the week.
So Lee's got a selection of things that he's going to have to describe to me without using the words. Are you ready, Lee?
I am, yes.
Okay. Do you want to start then?
Oh, okay, sorry. So this is a long-running TV show from America.
Okay.
People go into a room that has lots of wooden stuff and a very high up wooden plinth where this person sits.
Judge Judy.
Ah, did you get it?
What do you mean, how did I get it?
That was quite a quick guess.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
I didn't even get to say, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Okay,
But he
right.
wants me to do that.
Next one. Next one. Another. It's no longer on TV. Well, it's no longer being made. It's still being shown on TV.
Okay.
A female writer likes to type on a typewriter. She writes books, but wherever she goes, people just die. It's very concerning, actually.
Sex and the City.
No, it's not Sex and the City. Think more sort of like 80s, early 90s. The actress is no longer with us, but the conspiracy theory is that it wasn't actually the murderers that were committing the murders in these places. It was actually her.
Oh, Murder, She Wrote.
Yes.
Yeah, never invite her around for dinner.
Next one, we had a version of this for a short while. One of the many talent shows that I think it's still going in America.
When you say we had this, do you mean like
The
this
British
show or
people.
the UK? Okay.
England had it. But it's over in America now, and famous judges, Simon Cowell does it. I think Kelly Clark. Huh?
That's not narrowed it down much.
Well, he's on everything, but I think Kelly Clarkson won one time. Adam Lambert, he won one time.
Oh, Pop Stars.
No.
Pop Idol.
Well, what country is it in?
Not here.
Yeah, not this country. The big country. Across the
Big country.
big country.
American Idol.
It is American Idol. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you may well have considered going on this.
A massive penis.
No, again, television program. People who are looking for love go on. Huh?
The Bachelor.
No,
Love Island.
no,
Britain's Got Talent.
no, none of those. It is the
Strictly.
Huh?
Strictly.
No, it's the initial
Shagging
time that
Strictly.
these people meet each other. They've never met each other before,
Secret Millionaire.
and they have a pleasurable evening eating at a restaurant. And at the end, they have to say whether they found that person compatible to their needs, and they may well have a consecutive further.
Naked Attraction.
No, they have their clothes on.
Wow. Fist dates.
Fist dates, yes, like it is that fist dates, that well-known dating show where people fist each other. I don't know. I'm going to get rid of that one because I have no idea what that one is.
What was it?
Deadliest Catch. Oh, I don't know if I didn't watch this. You might have watched this.
Okay.
So, was mega popular. The lead actor used to play the dad in Malcolm in the Middle. Was about drugs, growing drugs, selling drugs, taking drugs.
So up until you said growing drugs, I thought it was going to be Breaking Bad.
It is.
They didn't grow drugs.
Did they not? I didn't watch it.
It's a meth lab.
A meth lab. Okay,
Yeah.
well I didn't watch it, so
Separating out drugs to make other drugs. Not growing anything.
I'm sorry. Sorry for not knowing my drug-related references. Anyway, this next one, I love this show, so then therefore you should know. Get it straight away. So, Antoine Decans hosted it, Decam, and Jean-Paul Gaultier. Also, yes. Ah, okay.
I liked Eurotrash because it gave Jean-Paul Gaultier the place where he could be absolutely filth
Yeah,
on TV.
yeah.
And he gave me the inspiration to be a dirty old man.
I particularly enjoyed the voiceovers from, I think it was Kate Robbins who used to do the voiceover.
When they did like really northern for like a...
Yeah, oh hello.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very funny. The next one has had a reboot quite recently over on. No, it hasn't had a reboot at all. I'm thinking of a different show. This has been on BBC One for bajillion years. Team of builders and plumbers and electricians going to some rando's dilapidated house, do it up like.
Secret Eaters.
Huh?
Secret Eaters.
No, it's not Secret Eaters. There's always the boo-hoo at the end when they're like, "Oh, I don't know how we lived before." Like beforehand, they're like living in a pig pen.
Ground Force.
No, it's in the house, not outside. What do you do at home when you want to fix something? You do a little bit of.
Oh, no, man.
If you were floating in the middle of the sea in a raft, you would need to send this to get help.
I'd need to send. I'm in the middle of the sea, right, needing help. Do not send for the British government. Just saying.
Some say that the presenter is a bit of the thinking woman's crumpet.
That SOS thing.
Yes.
Housebreak SOS or something.
DIY SOS.
Yeah. The SOS signal was decommissioned in the early 2000s.
Was it?
So if you send anything in Morse code now, it's just a hobbyist going, that's nice, well done.
Oh, that's nice. Just float around in the...
Yeah, no one will answer a SOS call.
Okay, this was another very popular TV series on ITV3, I believe. Okay. It's about... So some people keep these, they write in them what happens the day. Hello, had a nice day. Or hello, feeling a bit sad today.
Trapper keepers.
Huh?
Trapper keepers.
Trapper keepers.
You don't remember those from the 80s?
No.
Too old.
This character was also a lady of the night, although she also had sex in the day as well. So I don't know why they call them ladies of the night.
Or prostitution horses?
Yes, sexual technician. I think they're called sexual pleasure technician now.
Just sex workers.
She was. It was a bit of a shock to people because we had been used to seeing her being a pop star, singing songs.
Secret Diary of a Call Girl.
Yes.
Billy Piper. And she was asked, why are you doing this show? And she said, because I want to.
Because I want. Ooh. Okay. This show, been around 100 million years on Channel 4, and I'm just going to go. Boo! That's it.
You mean dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun? Not
Do they not do that?
No.
Okay. It's that one.
Countdown.
Yes.
It's not been on a bajillion years, it's been on 40 years.
40 years?
40 years. I'm as old as Channel 4.
Okay. I find this programme very uncomfortable to watch.
Naked Attraction.
It's no, it is. It's an American.
Chewing the Cud.
No, MTV reality TV show.
Cribs.
No. So what happens is that
The Simple Life.
no, people who will you just let me get some words out? People who think they're in a relationship with somebody who have never met them, and that person keeps going, oh yeah, I'll meet you soon, and it never happens. These investigators go and find out. Yes. I find it extremely uncomfortable to watch. Okay, this one very, very problematic nowadays with the content about a group of six people that know each other. Some living in one side of an apartment building, others living in another side of the apartment building. A huge apartment, to be fair, which we don't know how they could afford with the jobs that they had.
Right.
Drank coffee quite a lot.
And they didn't know that life was going to be this way?
No, yeah.
Yeah, the job's a joke, they were broken, and love life was DOA.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's enough for now. Stick around, because coming up next, we've got Crafty Queens. Welcome back to Chewing the Cud. Now let's get ready as we're going to do so. I don't even give a anymore, it's Crafty Queens.
Ooh, today we're gonna combine two things, Mike. We're going to
Shit. Awful.
no, we are combining the art of origami with the practice of animatronics.
Okay.
And it's going to be called origami.
Okay.
So we're going to create a hand, but using paper and stuff.
Right.
Right. So don't have that defeatist attitude already, Mike. Because it's
Realistic, you mean?
It's not a realistic hand, but it should be.
No,
a hand.
the attitude's realistic, not defeatist.
Oh, whatever. Come on.
Okay.
So you have a piece of card in front of you.
I do.
Amongst other things. What I would like you to do is to place your hand onto the card.
Right.
With your fingers splayed out.
Okay.
And draw around it. And also a little bit of the wrist as well.
Okay.
Okay, so place your hand on the card with your fingers splayed and draw around them. Draw around your hand. Like you used to do when you was at primary school. We want a little bit of the wrist as well.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that like that. Okay. So, once you've got that, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to divide the hand with your pen. So, you're going to have each of the fingers 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, starting at the top.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And on the thumb, you're just going to have 2. And then you're going to draw a little bit of an arch across the fingers, like that. And then you're going to have longer lines coming down from the fingers and the thumb. And then across the bottom, where the rest is, you're going to have a little dotted line. Have you got that?
Yep.
Okay, right. So now what you're going to do is we're going to create the skeletal structure of the hand. So you have got a roll of double-sided tape that what I'm going to ask you to do is to, you don't necessarily have to cut it in little pieces, but put a strip that covers, you know, where you've drawn your lines all the way down to the bottom, and then snip it off.
Okay.
And just trim out the
So one long line of double-sided sticky tape.
Yeah, and then peel it off. Okay, so then it'll reveal your lines underneath. And then what you're going to do is
Do that on every finger.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to start off by just doing one finger just to show you.
Okay.
So once you've done your line
Uh-huh.
with the straws that I've given you,
Yeah.
you're going to cut off little segments, the same size as the lines that you've drawn,
Okay.
and stick those little segments of straw on over the line on the sticky back.
Tape.
Undo it.
There we go.
Okay, now what you need to do is you need to cut that out. You need to cut round the outline of your hand.
Right, okay.
I'm actually going to slightly, because my fingers are quite masculine, so I'm going to thin them down a little bit because that will be easier for the actual action.
I like that. It's going to be easier for the action if it's thinner. The reason why you're laughing so much is because...
It's because in my ear, they're going, my reference to just thinning down my very muscular fingers.
Ample is the word I'm going to use.
Ample.
Ample fingers.
Ample. Okay. So, when you have cut out your hand, you want a little square of card
Okay.
that you're going to stick at the bottom where the wrist bit is, just to elongate it a little bit more.
What is it you have about elongated wrists?
Well, I'm just following the tutorial on the thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what it told me to do. Get rid of that piece of paper, 'cause I don't need that.
And how am I sticking this down?
Which hand have you used? Have you used your
I've used my left hand. Or my rimming hand, as it's
your rimming hand?
a rimming hand. Because it's the one I use to hold the cheek back while I'm reaching out for the...
Oh, God.
Did or did your inflection not... Look at you trying to thin down your wrists now. Look at you going,
I had
how
to
chunky
do
are
that.
my wrists? Let's make them a bit
No, I
bigger.
had to because you need you don't want it too wide.
Okay, so I need to this square
Yeah.
on my wrist, yeah?
Yeah. So now, when you've done that, we're going to make the
Does it look like that, Lee?
yeah. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Now what you're going to do, we're going to make the actual, the mechanisms, the mechanisms to make it move. So with your wooden kebab stick,
Okay, yeah.
tie a bit of your string onto the end of it. Okay. And then with the pointy end, you're going to thread that through each finger. So
Doesn't
probably
fit.
won't go through.
Maybe if I don't use the pointy end, because all the pointy end is doing is poking it through.
Okay. I might have to do that then.
The problem is it's getting stuck to
Sticky bit.
sticky plastic.
Can't get it in the hole.
I'm not having that problem.
See, mine won't even go through the thing. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Oh no.
I might have to just thread it through.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay. So
No,
all your
not okay.
no.
No, everybody else got to watch like that going fast so quickly. I had to endure the whole thing.
Is all your string on it now?
It's all in.
Right. So gather the tendrils that are at the wrist bit,
Okay.
and then tie a little knot at the end to bring them all together.
Okay.
And then let us see. So hold your hand up, get hold of the bottom bit,
Uh-huh.
and let's see if we can make it make a fist. Ready?
Okay.
Did you just do it?
Don't know. Shall I see?
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost all my idea of the things. So. Oh. Oh. It's worked.
Mine's Mine's waving. Hello. Hello. Well, there you go. Remember.
I've managed to do another one.
Are you managed to do another one? Well done, you.
Well, actually, that'll make a fist.
Oh. There we go. That's your afternoon sorted. Anyway, remember, if you can't get any peen or any vagine,
Build yourself a hand and have a wank.
indeed. Don't you touch me with your weird little hand. Ugh. Ugh. Well, that's almost the end of the show for this week. Don't forget to join us on our social media at the Cud TV.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all soon. Bye. Still flipping you the bird, though.